thirdpopmma.com. Today we're at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu United in Jenkintown, just north of beautiful North Philadelphia, and we have the distinction of talking to a guy I think is going to make a big impact in the heavyweight division in our local Philadelphia MMA scene, and it's up to him how far he wants to go beyond that. I know him as Zoo, and I'm not going to try and butcher up his name. Could you please show us the pronunciation of this name?
Zuna Anyanwu. I won't get it right away, but
one more time, say.
Zuna Anyanwu.
And that's a very unique name.
Yeah, it's from Nigeria.
Okay.
It's Nigeria. Yeah.
And are you like first generation born in America?
I was born in Trenton, New Jersey,
okay.
But I rep Nigeria. That's how I am.
Yep. Were your parents born in America as well?
Yeah, they were born in Nigeria.
Okay.
And they came over here when they were like 20 years old.
Okay. So. And how did you find yourself in this position of fighting? When did you start to get into fighting? Did it start out in like an organized situation or unorganized?
It was my friend of mine did it, started doing jiu-jitsu, and I started seeing it. I used to wrestle in high school, and that's when I first started like doing physicals, something physical besides football, like wrestling. So wrestling always like stuck with me. So I saw this for jiu-jitsu. I didn't know nothing of it until I saw my friend do it one day over in Levittown. So I just got hooked on it, entered a tournament, used all wrestling against jiu-jitsu, and I just like fell in love with jiu-jitsu basically.
And so you started wrestling right when you got into high school as a freshman?
I started as a junior.
Junior. What high school did you go to?
Ben Salem.
Ben Salem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So were you in? So you said you were born in Trenton. Were you in Ben Salem for most of your life, or did you move around a lot?
Ben Salem most of my life.
Okay.
Ben Salem. Yeah.
And coming into this fight, I know I saw you a couple months back at a Locked in the Cage event, and I think you were rolling around 300, 320.
Yeah, I was like, probably when you saw me like in the cage, probably like 315.
and I know I saw you a couple weeks back, and you were already down at fighting weight.
Yeah. Just a lot of water.
Has it been tough to maintain that weight, or is it comfortable at this point?
I had to like kind of cut out the bad food, stop drinking, train harder, run. Cardio 2 times a day, and then after I hit that plateau, I just ate good, and then the weight just stuck down. And I'm constantly losing. You never know, I could be 205 my next year. You never know.
That'd be scary. and what other preparation have you been doing for this fight? Like, has the weight issue been your main concentration, or your hands, or your jiu-jitsu?
My hands, I know my ground game is fairly decent, I started off grappling, did a lot of tournaments, won a lot of tournaments.
And you're a purple belt now.
Purple belt. My no-gi game is pretty good, I say. And it was good as when I was weighing 300 pounds, so now I'm even faster now. So more explosive. Worked on my hands a lot. Different Muay Thai guys. Worked with Justin here, United. Worked with Jeff Jones down in Tri-State. Tom Bailey worked my boxing. Just got my hands up. Just did it for a straight year, doing hands.
Nice.
Basically.
And the guy you're going against on Friday night at Matrix Fights is Charles Finnegan. Do you know anything about him? I know this is his debut as well. So
I heard he's a blue belt from Balance, Delaware. Don't know nothing really about him. We're both debuting. It's our debut, so it's like may the best man win that day.
So there's not a lot to plan for. It's just about getting yourself up to full speed.
Yeah, I guess I do what I have to do. I don't know nothing about him. That's what it is.
and having said that, not knowing anything about him, do you have a prediction for this fight? Is there a way, like in your mind, like you envision it ending?
I mean, you always want to end the fight by knockout. Knockout, tap out, if it comes. But I always want to end by knockout. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I'm going for.
and is there any other fights in particular on the Matrix Fights 2 card that you're excited to see?
Anthony Morrison just jumped on the card. He's from WEC. He's going against a guy called the Ghost. I heard he's alright too, but I really want to see Anthony Morrison bang out because he just lost to Mike Brown not recently.
Yeah.
But he got caught. But he's a pretty good fighter. I want to see him fight. It'd be good to see him.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to see him.
First fight in Philadelphia. He's from Philly, so
Philly.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're all very excited to see it, and we'll be looking forward to it Friday night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good event.
Thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate it, man.